Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for letting me chat with you guys here for a little while. We're really excited about this class. When I hired Hillary Hayne a couple of years ago, we knew that we'd have 5 scholarships in this class, and that's basically what she set out to do, is try to get us a team that could keep us relevant, or a group of players that can keep us relevant for a long time, and I think she did a fantastic job. She's no longer with us. She did that job. I think I wore her out, and then she decided she just wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. But a lot of credit to this class belongs to Hillary Hayne. So our class, we set out to, as we started to pay attention to the Big Ten, teams are playing fast and teams are getting big, and we felt like we needed a nice mix of speed and tempo and size. And so I feel like we really accomplished that in this class. The rankings for the individual rankings, you went from 15 to 66, and we have a ton of pins. There's 4 pin players, meaning outside hitters or opposites, and 1 middle, and all of them have great arms and can be really offensive for us. I think the one that's the highest ranked is Kylie Kuyaba DeBerg, which I have a hard time saying her last name. Ranked 15 by Prep Volleyball. I think she's the one that people look at as maybe the star of this class. I think that we have a bunch of kids that kind of being pretty special for us, but she's long, she jumps really well, and she's got a great arm. She's played 6 rotations outside. I expect her to come in and try to do that for us right away. I think she's got some really tremendous talent, especially as an offensive attacker, and I think you look at the future of our pins, she's definitely going to be in the mix there to make a run at it. The other player, Megan Cooney, is a 6'4". I think she's closer to 6'5", really long. Well, I think we'll look at her more as an opposite than an outside hitter. She reminds me a lot of Barch as far as a blocker, and then Michelle was one of the best right-side blockers that we've had. I think she's in that same kind of category, and that she can also handle the ball and pass. She may be the best passer of this group as one of the taller players. She definitely has a good arm as well and can attack from the right side of the court, especially well, but she also could play a little bit of middle for us if we needed her to do that. Tiana Amazic is a middle blocker, and we've been very defensive minded as middle blockers, and at times have struggled to score in that position. And I think Tiana brings both offense and blocking to this. I think she's a special attacker. She has a great sense of how to score. I think we've talked about great scorers at the pin, but I think she's going to do a great job for us, and I'm excited to see as she develops, especially as a blocker in the Big Ten, and what she can become. Marika Van Dyke, unfortunately, has been injured quite a bit last year as an outside hitter. She had shoulder surgery, and so she spent most of last year rehabbing and trying to get herself healthy. Otherwise, I think she might have been ranked a little bit higher, whatever those rankings mean. But she's maybe the best athlete of the group. She's fast. She played on a national championship sports performance team out of Chicago and started in that team after not playing all year, and I thought did a fantastic job, especially for being a little bit rusty. But she had a great year this year at Munster, and we're excited. I think she can play both left and right for us. And then there's Emily Hollowell, who is just won the national championship 17 under, is starting outside for the TAV club out of Dallas, and she's 6'4", 6'5". She's going to continue to grow. I don't think she's done. Her dad's a 6'9" basketball player, and she's grown every year since we started recruiting her. But she has a fantastic arm, and I'm looking forward to see when her body stops growing and she can grow into her body, to see what she can bring with that arm. But all in all, between this class and the class we had in 16, bringing in 6 players, and this class, we're kind of rebuilding our program, and this is the future. Certainly we feel great about the class that was before that with Jordan and Ali Bacinelli and Beth Prince, and they've done a nice job of developing. And I think probably Jordan and Ali Bacinelli, along with Brandy, have been our most consistent performers this year, and have really proven to be elite in the league. We expect these guys, along with Jack Quaid and Kaylin Cordy and those guys, to continue to add talent and give us more depth and allow us to play a couple different styles in the league, which should be able to make us competitively in our conference, which if we're competitive in our conference, then we're competitive in the country. Where this class ranks, I think I'd be surprised if it's not somewhere in the top 10, maybe even top 5, which is exciting and hopefully keeps us relevant. I think that this is not going to be the last of the players. Well, I know this is going to be the last of the players that you see join our program this year. We're looking at bringing in some walk-on players. We really talk about the scholarship players, but we're going to bring in some walk-on players. We should expect 4 more players to join us. Can't comment on those guys, but we'll move forward. So we'll leave it up to any questions you guys might have. Yes, Scott.
all these players are coming from the middle of the country, more or
Yeah.
less. Anything to that, or just how it shaked out this year?
No, I mean, I think most of the players that we recruit are from our footprint. You know, I think the challenge, there's a lot of talk about trying to get players from Chicago with basketballs, you know, trying to get those players out. We certainly are in the same boat. I think that the program and the expectations of our program, it's harder to find the players that we feel like can help us at all times. So we start reaching out more to other states if we can't find them in Illinois, or if we miss out, certainly every year we miss out on players in Illinois. Everyone's recruiting Illinois. It's one of the best places to find players. And some of our clubs, like Van Dyke, actually plays for a Chicago club, even though she's from Indiana. But I think we're always going to, I don't know, get our teeth into recruiting in our footprint, meaning Kansas, Ohio, Iowa, Indiana. We've done well there, and certainly in Illinois. So I think it's always going to be like, occasionally we'll get a kid from California. But, you know, we've done better with transfers from California than we have from reaching out there. A lot of those kids want to play in the Pac-12. And kids in this area, inside of our footprint, all want to play in the Big Ten. And the Big Ten being, you know, arguably, I don't know how you argue it, but the best conference in the country. I think they all want to be a part of that.
A lot of other Big Ten schools going after these kids too, or are they pretty set?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk about the individual battles per se, but every school that came down to us and other Big Ten teams that are, you know, or a team like Florida or Texas or something like that. But then, yeah, certainly the kids aren't ranked as high as they are, and our class isn't ranked as high as it is. If we're the only ones recruiting it, I think there's diamonds in the rough. You know, I think it was more about recruiting battles than it was about turning over stones and finding great athletes. All these kids were really highly recruited. And it came down to, you know, us and some Big Ten teams. Any other questions?
Going into next year, you're going to have a much entertaining 17 just here at graduating. So,
yeah.
How do you feel just going forward with, like, I guess Jordan and Allie being like the leaders of the team, even though they're still pretty young?
Yeah, I mean the players that are going to be around that return for us next year that have to be the leadership for this group have played a lot. It's going to be Brandy Donnelly, Jordan Poulter, and Allie Bacchinelli. Certainly Blake is also in that group. But yeah, we're going to be really, really young here. And to me, there's excitement in that. You know, there's a lot of growth and a lot of learning that needs to take place. There's a lot of understanding the work ethic that you need to play with to be able to be in our gym, but also to be able to play in the Big Ten. But I feel great about the leadership moving forward as far as Brandy Donnelly and Jordan Poulter. They're already some of our main leaders on the team, so I feel great. We only have one senior. You know, you should say you're as good as your seniors. And I like the senior that's first 1 year, but what that means is that this group's going to be together. Next year's group will be together for 2 years, and I think we'll see a lot of improvement throughout those 2 years moving forward.
Kevin, when you talk about growing into your body once you finish growing, how long does it take with the nutrition and the strength training and all of that?
Well, I mean, everyone develops at a different time, right? So I think some kids are more late bloomers than others. And, you're going to see a kid like Jacqueline Clay, who's an outside for us, who her body, she doesn't look like a college athlete to me yet. She still looks like a high school athlete. And we have great strength and conditioning. We have great dietitians, and so with nutrition we can change our bodies into college bodies. They walk in the court the first time, and she's like, "I don't look like these guys." Like, no, you don't. You gotta. But they didn't look like you. They looked like you when they got here as well. I think within a year we can get them looking more like college athletes, being able to take the wear and tear of the physicality of the Big Ten. So I think within a year we can get it started. They look very different from their freshman to senior year, and you know, they got to stay on it. And all of them want to achieve. Like all these kids want to achieve, so they're very serious about it.
And with this class, I mean, no players from Illinois yet, but just is that a concern that you're not getting maybe some of the state's best, or?
No, I mean, is it a concern that we don't get Illinois kids? Yes, you always want to take care of your own state. Did we try to get the top Illinois kids? Yes. Were there a bunch of them? There weren't a bunch of kids that fit our needs that we were interested in. We took shots at them, and they ended up going somewhere else. And so we are continuing to recruit Illinois hard. We always, like, the minute I hired my new staff, like, we have to take care of Illinois. We got to get up there, and we're doing our best in that. To be honest, you know, this isn't always the best fit for them, Illinois. You know, we're very specific, very specific culture, and I love our culture. Sometimes the kids just don't fit, and so is it a concern? It'd be more of a concern if we weren't getting any great kids from outside of the state. Continue to do that, but it's still something that we want to take care of our own state. It certainly means more to the kids that are from the state of Illinois playing for Illinois. So there's something different about that. So I'll continue to fight those battles up in Chicago and throughout the whole state. Great. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Kevin.